Good morning. We continue with a 3-minute daily dose of Torah. Yesterday we honed in on one reading of Devarim Achadim, which are Devarim Chadim, sharp words. And the way that, as we finally got to it towards the end of the recording, the focus that this was an act of divine rebellion to build this tower. And I said, Lanu shame, we'll make a name for ourselves. That's really mean in defying God by waging war with God. Let's look at a different rendering. And this is Davar Acher, says the Midrash. Dvarim al-Chadim, Shamru Dvarim Chadim. They did say sharp things, but it was less about attacking and more about defense. Amru, Achat. They said once in 1,656 years. Harakia mitmotet. The firmament totters, which means that the flood story happened, and 1,656 years prior, we can work out the math another time to this. It means a lot of time transpired. It seems something like that, or reframe it. Maybe it doesn't mean that amount of time is transpired, but they know that it's going to come again, and they said, let's prepare ourselves. Therefore, bo v'naseh samochot, let's make ourselves supports. Echad min tzafon, echad min daron, echad min amarav, right? V'zeh shekan samochot min hamizrach. We're going to make 4 supports for the firmaments. We'll start where we are, but we know all the directions. We're in the east. We're building the first of 4 giant pillars. That's the concept, to hold up the firmaments, so that God will not rain down the destructive rain waters of that built up the flood that happened to the world. We can do this. We can protect ourselves against the collapse. So it's less about firstly about fighting God. More about whether it's, I don't know, either their sense of how nature works, and they're going to build their dams now, or in this case, the pillars, or it is really the missed point, obviously, because the heavens came crashing down, not because mathematically in this amount of years it totters, but because the behavior of humanity was so deserving of destruction. And instead of focusing their attention on how to build a giant system of supports to keep the firmaments above, if they focus their attention on how to lead our lives in a way which is virtuous and good, that would be a better method, it would seem, to protect themselves from such things. And that could be what Hashem says. This is Zachi Lamazot. This is you have all this capacity. You do this instead of thinking about how to make a good society. That's when God goes ahead and disperses all these folks. We'll continue with our study of the Dor HaFlaga, God willing, tomorrow.